Hi, my name is Parker Hanson. I am SDC's new ambassador, and this is my Draw My Life. I hope throughout this video we're able to get to know each other better. Let's start with my childhood. I was born on March 7th, 1997 in Fargo, North Dakota, and I grew up in a small town called Hawley, Minnesota. And I joined a family of 3 brothers and 1 sister. I was born without my left hand, so as I grew up, it was definitely a continuous learning experience, and I was constantly trying to figure things out and adapt. When I was 3 years old, I started playing t-ball for the first time, which sort of jump-started my baseball career. The kids would move up when I came up to bat because they saw it only in one hand, and then I'd hit it over their heads. I later ended up switching to baseball when I was 5 and started to become a pitcher for my Little League teams. I definitely liked baseball more because it was more challenging, and I am always up for a good challenge. Even though I played t-ball and baseball and was a pitcher for my team, I never really noticed my disability. I only realized and understood that I had a disability after a speaker came to my school and he was paralyzed from the waist down, but he could still shoot a bow and arrow. This was a new perspective for me, and I talked to my mom about it, who said that I wasn't handicapped because there are people who had every part of their body but were still more handicapped than me because they didn't try. This stuck with me for my whole life. My mom was a huge influence on the person I am today. She helped me look past my disability and supported me when things got tough, and that is why she is still my built-in best friend. My dad, Mike Harden, and stepdad, Tim Hanson, had a huge influence on me as well. They both spent time with me growing up to become a better baseball player and always played catch with me to help me better my glove transition. As I got older, I continued to notice that I was different. When I was in grade 3, I wasn't allowed on the basketball team because they didn't think I'd be good enough with one hand. And later in 5th grade, I was left off a baseball team and they picked a 3rd grader over me. This hurt me very deeply. But at the same time, I was learning more about how to adapt and grow with my disability. One of my best friends in 3rd grade went home and learned how to tie a shoe with one hand so that he could come back and teach me the next day. He's still one of my best friends to this day. I kept working hard at overcoming obstacles and eventually made my high school baseball team as an 8th grader. That's also the time that I got my first prosthetic that actually helped with my daily functions so that I could lift weights and swing a bat with both arms. In 9th grade, I also helped design a prosthetic for snowmobiling. This prosthetic was important to me because I snowmobiled a lot and I like to push the limits, but I could not safely do that without 2 arms on the steering wheel. The prosthetic I helped create was a mixture of a bicycle and hockey attachment. This allowed me to have wrist mobility to help steer the snowmobile. My baseball career continued to develop as well, and by the time I was in 10th grade, I was an all-conference, all-section player, which means I was voted as one of the best players in my area until I graduated in 2015. During these 3 years, my coach Bo Loughran became an important figure in my growth as a baseball player. He never doubted me and was the one that believed in me and let me play. After high school, I went to the University of Minnesota Crookston and studied business, while also advancing my baseball career in college. My coach, Steve Gust, was also a huge motivator for me. He never doubted my abilities and did not view me as a person with a disability. He just looked at me as another baseball player on his team. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in 2019 and decided to continue my education by pursuing a master's degree in sports administration and leadership at Augustana University, where I am currently at. I am still playing baseball here, and I hope to have a great, successful season. That is my Draw My Life story, and I hope it helped you all better know who I am. I am very excited to continue with SDC as an ambassador. I hope to help impact many lives to keep people on the path to reach for their dreams. I will leave you with one last quote. I don't look at my arm as a disability. I look at it as an ability to inspire. Thanks.